So there's the paint. It's onyx black. It's a flat black color, and we're gonna stir it up some. We're gonna stir it up some, and then we're gonna start painting this cabinet with the first coat. That will be the onyx black, and should just take one coat to cover that. We've already done a scratch coat on the not a scratch coat, but we've roughed up the finish that was on it with the hyper tough quarter sheet palm sander there. So we're gonna stir this up a little bit, and then we'll start putting it on the cabinet. So I'll get back with you in a minute, and we'll take a look at it. So we're starting. I'm working on the door here with the flat black. It's probably going to take two coats. We're using a foam brush because it leaves actually after it dries, it leaves a really nice finish. You don't get a lot of brush marks. You could use a brush, but I just tend to like these little foam brushes. When you get done with them, you just throw them away. And I should have taped around that, but it'll be alright. And so we're just going over this and giving this a coat. We'll let this dry, and if it needs a second coat, we'll come back and we'll do a second coat on it before we go over it with the antique white. So once this dries, it may smooth out some too. This is kind of the same paint I used to paint my hat rack, and it looks better after it dries. It actually comes out pretty good. So just basically take your time and go over it and paint it. And we are going to be distressing this, so really, I mean, this base coat wouldn't have to be completely 100% coverage. I mean, it's all on how rustic you want it to look. So if you want that really rustic look, then you could leave it kind of streaked looking, and then go over it with the white, and that would cover. Then once you sand back through, but these little brushes leave a pretty nice little finish on the with the paint, and it dries really evenly. So anyway, this is kind of how it's going. It just takes a little while to paint this, so we'll get back to you in a little bit. So I've got a coat on that side of the door. It'll have to be done. The wife's been over here working on this side of the cabinet and the top. It'll definitely take two coats to get that covered. But she was going for the rustic antique look, so like I said, it doesn't have to be like super perfect, but she wants it to look good. And so that's kind of the process you go through. We took the door and all the hardware off the cabinet, taped up the glass, removed the deer from the glass. Like I said, it had like a frosted image of a deer on it. So we removed it. She removed it with a Brillo pad. You could have used steel wool or something of that nature to remove it. It basically just scratched off. So wasn't hard at all to get off. So we got a little fire going in the wood stove, so we'll keep it a little warm in here tonight so the paint will dry. And anyway, that's kind of the process we're going through, and I'll get back with you in a little bit after we've done a little more. Alrighty guys, it's been drying about 20 minutes, and still got a few little wet spots, but I'm going to start over it with a second coat. It doesn't seem like it takes very long to dry, and the second coat is going on pretty good and covering pretty good. When this dries, I don't think you'll see any more of the brown through it, so it's going on pretty good and covering pretty good. And like I said, these foam brushes leave a really nice finish on this this wood. You know, the wood's fairly smooth, so it's not rough. If you use a foam brush on rougher lumber, it tends to catch and tear up your brush. But where this is fairly smooth and been finished before, it's going on really smooth. So this is a super easy project. A lot of ladies out there could easily convert one of these with no help. My wife's done a lot of this work. She just didn't want to be. She don't want to be on camera. She's painting the cabinet over there. She's leaving the door to me and letting me film it because she really doesn't want to be on camera. So, and I respect that. Not everybody wants to be on YouTube and share their life with the people out there, what they're doing and their projects and hobbies, and you know. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go around and recoat this door. If you'll get back, stand back, I'll let them look at this. So over here is what the side of the cabinet's looking like. Actually looking really good. It's covering really well. See, very little stopped right about there, so still got a little further on that side to do, but it's looking really good. I think it's going to come out great. Alright, the first coat of black's on, so we're going to call it quits and let this dry, and we'll finish the video in a part 2 or 3, whatever. Thanks for watching the video, and leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one.